the city of Cape Town, urging residents to use water sparingly during the prolonged stages of load shedding. They say recent load shedding impacts on water supply, particularly in high-lying areas. Let's get more detail now on what the situation is in Cape Town, and we'll speak to the mayoral committee member for water and sanitation, Siseko Mbandezi. Mr. Mbandezi, thank you very much for your time. Just give us your sense of what the impact has been on the city of Cape Town as it relates to water supply.
Good morning, Koli, to you and your listeners, in particular in the city of Cape Town, your viewers, in fact. Look, Koli, the prolonged high stages of load shedding is having a serious impact on the water supply operations in Cape Town. And as you correctly said, notable in high-lying areas where you remember that water in those areas needs to be pumped up to be able to reach the houses and the residents. So because of load shedding, then that particular ability is getting challenged. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the reservoirs, water reservoirs that would keep water and channel through to respective residents or businesses, during load shedding, the water gets depleted, and now to fill up, you need energy, and now when you have 4 hours of load shedding, that becomes a challenge.
Yeah,
that's the seriousness of the matter. In fact, in the last weekend, the Somerset area experienced the serious shortages of water due to load shedding, because they've got 4 big, in fact 3 massive reservoirs that were depleted because of the load shedding that is prolonged, one, and secondly, that is frequent. And we had to come with the generators to help, but you must remember, these are big reservoirs, and I know that in all the instances we had to have one pump connected to the generators because the ability for a generator to be able to have all the pumps connected and functioning efficiently. So that's the problem that we have with the prolonged higher stages of load shedding in the city of Cape Town.
Let's talk interventions, Mr. Mbandezi. For some time, we have come to know through the officials of the city of Cape Town that when the rest of the country is experiencing one or other stages of load shedding, the city of Cape Town is at least able to absorb that impact because of the power measures that you have in that city. Are you saying that when there are higher stages of load shedding, such as stage 6, the city is unable to intervene decisively, even though you have this opportunity of keeping your residents at least at lower stages, well, up until a certain time, until then the city is able then to go or join the rest of the country in those higher stages?
Yes, you're correct, Koli. Estienne Brastem has that ability, and the other area, just forgot it now. Remember, they do have that ability to protect us in stage 1 and to some extent to stage 2. Now, Koli, then the challenge becomes the 2 challenges. One, when you get to stage 6, then that ability to be able to protect, then it fades off because the need has increased in many different areas in the city. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the duration of your load shedding also impacts, because now if you have load shedding for 4 hours, so obviously that would have impact on the ability for the city to be able to protect its residents. But what we have done in terms of mitigating that you've asked, interventions that you've asked. What we have done, Koli, in majority of our sewer pump stations,
Mr. Mbandezi.
Yes.
Mr. Mbandezi, I do apologize sincerely for cutting our conversation short, but we have got to go to the South Gauteng High Court. Hopefully, we can continue the conversation some other time. Sincere apologies.